There have been many instances in my life where I was inadvertently in the wrong place at the wrong time, and miraculously escaped unscathed. Some of the incidents has left a lasting impression on my life. Many years back, I was headed home from a party. Unfortunately, my car broke down at certain place which was notorious for something I don't want to divulge. I was paranoid at that particular moment. Long story short, a sturdy-looking man came out of nowhere with an axe, and whisked away the strangers, who were approaching me with the knives in their hands. He later told me while fixing my car, that his house was just behind the streets. As a gesture, I offered him money, and he burst into laughter, and mentioned he was a rich man, he just wanted to help. In hindsight, it was quite naive of me to judge book by its cover, and I am flabbergasted by my response to this date. However, he got intrigued when I told him I read palms. It might offer some valuable insights into his future. This is the image taken by me in the night. The hand showed disturbing signs. Look at the line from the lifeline that goes all the way to the upper mount of Mars, cutting the fate line, the headline and the health line, at the age of around 31. The density of the line is same as that of the fate line. I told him to transfer all the lands, insurance policies or whatever assets he had, to his name, otherwise he would be on the streets, and go insane in the coming years. In addition, there is a well-marked cross on the Mount of Jupiter, that suggests he was happily married. When you combine both these parameters, it can be fairly concluded that there is a hidden enemy very close to the person, other than his wife, that will try to destroy his life, and potential lawsuits as well. Furthermore, the headline is sharply turning towards the Mount of Moon at the same age. It is considered as a bad sign. It represents sudden shock to the brain, loss of memory, and extreme changes in the personality that might result into major depression. He asked me to get going, as it was quite late. I dropped my contact details, and left. Years later, his own brother and blood relatives swindled him, and literally brought him on the streets. This is known as destiny, and it comes under the purview of predictive palmistry. Universe somehow brought two strangers together. He was there to help me in the present, and I was there to save him from a major disaster in the future. Unfortunately, he did not took my words seriously. Certain things can be predicted on the hands, if there are many other signs to corroborate it. If lines from the lower mount of Mars cuts the fate line, and the fate line diminishes after the cut indicates violent death by his own family members, or huge loss of money. Similarly, if the line from the lower Mars cuts the Sun line denotes continuous lawsuits from enemies will ruin the life and reputation of a person. If there is a grill formation on the upper mount of Mars represents he or she is the enemy of oneself or temper issues. In addition, if a line from this grill pattern goes to the mount of Saturn is a clear sign of danger from enemies and fear of uncertainty in one's life. In the ecosystem of palmistry, horizontal lines on the three sections of fingers are considered as enemy lines, which is not necessarily true. In 80% of cases, these lines denote obstructions to the flow of energy pertaining to that particular section of finger. However, if there are other negative signs that are present on the hands, in that case, they can be construed as lines of enemy. If the lines from the heart line cuts the Sun line, or an island formation on the Sun line is shown, is a certain sign of deception and defamation caused by one's wife or husband. It also indicates divorce and financial setback. If the lines from the upper mount of Mars cuts the Mercury line, represents fake friends will destroy the health and business prospects of a person. Likewise, if the line from the upper Mars cuts the Sun line, is a sign of huge loss of money due to jealous enemies. If the line from the base of a thumb cuts the lifeline as well as fate line, is a sign of continuous hindrance from relatives or loved ones that will mar the career prospects of a person. Similarly, an island on the thick line on the Mount of Venus, and a line from this island cuts the fate line, indicates cunning spouse, and a relationship built on lies. If the line from the lower Mount of Mars goes to the Mount of Saturn, is a sign of serious accident, or mental trauma caused by the enemies. Check out unsuccessful signs in Palmistry by clicking on the I button. Share this video with your family and friends. And don't forget to subscribe, with those notifications on. As always, thanks for watching.